It's a manic Monday. Let's have a tea break. I'm not using my earbuds this time. I'm just gonna try to talk louder because last time it was like being on the Zoom call from hell with my own voice echoing in my ear. Today I am putting together the herbed goat cheese, carrot, and sweet potato tea sandwiches from the most recent issue of Tea Time magazine. And in their tea party suggestion for the savories course, they suggest a nice autumn Darjeeling from the Boulder Tea Company. I don't have that. In fact, I'm pretty much out of unflavored black teas right now. I have lots of flavored ones, but I'm trying this sandwich for the first time. I wanted something unflavored, so I'm gonna live dangerously and have a breakfast tea in the middle of the afternoon. Woohoo! This is the Camden Lock Breakfast Blend from the Camden Tea Shop at the Camden Market in London. It was one of the 3 tea shops I went to during my trip there. And for this sandwich, I try to always follow the recipe exactly the first time I make it, just to like see what the original creator's interpretation is. But I will say, I did not skin the sweet potatoes like they tell you to, because the skin is my favorite part. The other thing I'll say is that I am not cutting the crusts off of this bread. It's sort of my, I love the skins of potatoes, I love the crusts of bread. It's kind of the best part, so I will be leaving it on. Also, like, cutting crusts in this economy, are you kidding me? That is just wasteful. That is kind of how you know that, the British tea tradition is for fancy. I mean, it was invented by royalty. It's for fancy people who can afford to waste crusts of bread. I cannot. Anyway, this tea just smells lovely. The water has boiled, so I'm gonna go pour that while it's still hot. All right, so I'm excited for this sandwich. It's probably harder than the recipe would assume it would be, because I made it this morning and had it sitting in my fridge, in part so the flavors could meld, and in part because, it's a Monday and I still have to work. So I couldn't take a whole day to plan this out. I do love this Camden Lock. I love this breakfast blend of the breakfast teas I bought in London. It was absolutely my favorite. It is a blend of Kenyan and Kenyan as in Kenya, and Assam tea and Ceylon tea. It's just a really nice balance of flavors. It was so good. I drank through, this is actually my second bag of it. I visited John, who was teaching out there, and he still was there for, 2.5 weeks. Anyway, I plowed through that breakfast blend, and I asked him to please go out to Camden Market before he left and get me some more and bring it back to the States. And he did, and that was very, very nice of him. I appreciate that. This is what it looks like inside. Again, I didn't spread it super evenly because it's really firm, but I think it's going to be delicious. Also, the bread, they called for a seeded whole wheat. I'm using this seeded grain from Bridge Bread. I think they have a lot of locations in St. Louis. They are at the farmer's market. They've got like an interior kiosk, and they are a baking company that makes an effort to ensure that people who have been incarcerated have jobs in baking. And it's great because so many incarcerated people never really get a second chance. So I've poured the tea, and I just wanted to show you what a nice caramel color it is, and you can't smell it, but it just sort of has that quintessential black tea smell. And if you liked milk and or honey in your tea on the regular, I think that would augment that. This tea I have been putting in my tea thermos before work every morning. I've been really trying to make it last, but it is so good that I am drinking it 3 mornings a week and all of my in-office days. All right, tea is poured. I don't normally eat on camera, but I am tasting the sandwich for the first time, so I thought I'd give a little review. It's very funny, like how tastes change over time. I used to not like unflavored black tea at all, and now like oolong is my favorite style of tea. I used to prefer flavored black tea above and beyond, and now it's Unflavored black tea is really like my second choice. And all right, I'm gonna try this sandwich that, you know, is not as aesthetically pleasing as a tea sandwich, or a proper tea sandwich, but I think it'll be delicious. Oh man, okay, that's really good. That's really. So it's got sweet potato, carrot, goat cheese, cream cheese, fresh thyme, a thing I hate cutting up. I hate dealing with thyme, but it is so good. And parsley. And oh man, I really like this sandwich. I was sort of thinking like maybe at some point I would make it with different herbs, or really the potatoes are just like seasoned with salt, which, you know, is fine because like thyme and parsley are pretty hearty. I was thinking maybe rosemary, but honestly, like, this flavoring is so perfect. I'm glad I made a full batch. I'm gonna just have it throughout the week. Great job, Tea Time Magazine. All right, I hope you got some nice tea. Have a good week.